Hey everyone, how is everyone? Okay, I am sick, so I am going to be an obscene caller right now. So if you're old enough, you know what that means. But I'm sick and it sucks. And my son brought it home, and yeah, I'm like, oh lordy, I'm so over this. It's been quite a few days, and oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so over this. I don't know how people like being sick. Where's Mom? Where did I put it? This is Vicky Booten. What in the world did I do? I was cleaning today, and I have no clue what I did with it, you guys. Oh, here it is. Okay. This is the Vicky Booten, what's it called? Doesn't say anything. There's no name to it, I don't think. It just says premium. I don't know, but that's what I used. This is not my favorite layout, but I don't know why. I think because mainly because I was getting sick during the start of this, and it just, just wasn't feeling it. Now, I gotta tell you guys real quick, this Vicky Booten, this collection didn't have a green, but there's a green in here. So what I ended up doing is I matched it by cutting my own water paper cardstock, and then I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that or not. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. But I used Tim Holtz ink, and I inked the whole paper, and I embossed it with hearts, and I made my own 3x4 paper to match it because I really wanted a green. And so that's, I haven't done that in a while, but it's, you can totally make your own PL cards if you wanted to. But I wanted that green to accent everything. So, okay, let's get started. Let's see if I remember how to do this. And then I'm sorry if I sneeze or if it just is bad. I'm not sure. But, let's see. So this was the week we went to Disneyland, and I will tell you what, this week that we went to Disneyland was so fun, but I have gained weight again. I have gained a lot of weight, and so when I gain weight, my back is even worse than normal, because you always get more problems arise when that happens, right? You end up getting the front pain and front weight and all that stuff, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. And so, see, I'm already discombobulated because I don't have all my stuff together. But yeah, so but this day we decided to try, and like I said, we go so much that we decided to try and hit different spots. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with Disneyland or not, but we decided we wanted to go to Tom Sawyer Island. And Tom Sawyer Island was super fun, but it was hot that day. It was really, really hot, but the rides were like 5 minutes long because nobody was there. And of course it was great, nobody was there, but the downside was the fact that it was boiling. It was just boiling hot. And in California, we have a dry heat. So there's no humidity, there's nothing. There's just dry heat. And that is so much worse, in my opinion. Like Florida is fine, because you get a breeze here and there, but not California. It's just nothing but dry. I mean, Arizona is worse, but still, it's still bad. And then, Dory, can you move? Dory, can you move? Can you move, baby? Please, move. She's like, oh, why? My toes are just stabbing her in the gut. So, let me see, am I in frame? Yeah. So anyways, I gotta tell you guys a story because this has never ever happened to us before. So we flew, oh, I disturbed her. Oh man, I can't even smell, but I can smell that. We decided to fly, right, to Disneyland. We didn't feel like driving. It was hot, and it was one of those like, no, let's just fly. And we took a lift from the airport. So, well, we have 2 hotels when we stay there, right? I think I told you that before. We have our low budget, but still a 4-star hotel. When we go, it's just 6 miles away from Disneyland. So it's 4-star hotel, but 6 miles away from Disneyland. And we have that on a budget. When we're on a budget, that's what we use. That's where we go to. But when we have a little bit of extra money, we stay at a 5-star hotel that is 3 miles away. And so, well, we went on a budget, and so we went to this hotel that we always stay at. And this is the first time flying to this hotel. And yeah, we walk in and I'm like, hi. I'm like, okay, we came to check in. She's like, yeah, no problem, but you can't get into your room until the earliest is 2 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, no problem. Can we store our luggage? And she said no. So this is Call of the Wild. They're playing tug of war, but I just thought that was so cute. Call of the Wild. and so I was like, wait, what? And she said, we don't store luggage here. And honestly, guys, we have been vacationing for many years, and I have never ever in my life encountered that. Okay, ever. And so I was like, excuse me? She says, yeah, we had a problem, last year or so, and so they just took away the whole holding your luggage thing. I was like, okay, so they took away that problem, and I was like, people were stealing from it? She goes, well, yeah. And I'm like, why don't they just find some honest employees or find a better system? There is a system that you can do, like putting cameras all around and making sure everybody knows that the camera's on, or, there's things that you can prevent from a theft from happening. And I've never encountered that, you guys. So always, now I know I have to ask this question, and I've never ever had to ask this question before. So just fair warning, don't be like me and just assume. So I got some unicorn slippers from Walmart this day, and they are the cutest. But I will tell you what, you want to talk about Call of the Wild, I have been fighting with my babies to not eat my slippers because they think it's a toy, that it's their toy. And so far it's kind of like, what's that movie, Something About Mary, where her hair's like sticking up. Well, that's what my unicorn is doing right now. And I'm like, dudes, that's my unicorn. I finally purchased myself something, and they want to eat it. So I'm like, no, that's mine. So I give you guys everything. Can I just have not one thing? So yeah, so that's what we've been fighting about. But it's just been, I tell you, they just want everything. So it's been a tug of war with my poor slippers. So I'm not sure when we leave. We're leaving next week, and I'm not sure if they're going to last or not, because yeah, I'm going to have to remember to put them up, and I will put them up, but remembering is the harder part of everything, right? And so I don't know. So we shall see. But yeah, so anyways, oh my gosh, my nose, you guys. I will not blow it on camera, so don't worry about that. But who talk about just, yeah, oh man, it sucks to be sick. Okay, oh, that's cute. So Cheyenne got her full uniform this day, and so she was taking pictures, and it was cool. My baby girl, this is her second week. Tomorrow will be her second week working full-time. Well, yeah, working full-time. She started last Sunday full-time, and oh my gosh, sorry, I said I would blow, and I'm not blowing, but oh, so she was that here? I think that was her, right? Was that it like this? Yes, I think it was. Yes, it was. Okay, yeah. My poor baby girl, she had been working. There's no excuses, okay, no excuses whatsoever, but she had been working since last week. 3 weeks ago she started, right? And so this was simple. Like I said, this is simple layout too. She started her training with the third week. So 3 weeks ago. This, I think it was, well, anyways, so she had her training, and so she had been working Monday through Friday, and her first day, it was she had to work like 8 in the morning to noon, and then she had to kill time, and when she was with us, she came home, and that's Bus, his, yeah, and he or she had to go back at work at 7. So she lives an hour away, right? So instead of commuting, she just stayed here with us, and you know, she had dinner, and she slept and stuff, so she napped, and then she went back to work. Well, then the next day she had to do it all over again, and so she did that. Well, not that time, but she worked from 8 to 5 basically all week. Well, then her regular shift started on Sunday. So Sunday she so on Sunday she started, and her time is 6 in the morning to 6 at night, and so everything was going great. She's been kicking butt, you guys. She barely started a week ago, but she's had a lot of stuff happen to her already, you know, while working with criminals. I mean, you're working with criminals, and so she's had one of them follow her that she had to say, you know, hey, no, you know, no, you don't. I will tase you, that kind of thing. So she's already had that. She's already been called names. She's already done all that, and she's perfectly fine. She's like, I can handle myself just fine. So she does. I'm not sure if I remember if I told you or not, but when she was a teenager, she was in training for MMA. So she was really good too. She was really good. She was able to she almost took down a black belt, which was great, because she was barely like in her barely starting, you know, and so that was cool. She's always been strong, and so I wish she would go back to MMA, but she's always had that drive of being able to kick butt, and so it's good. And I'm just hoping, you know, her training will kick in, her remembered training anyways will kick in if it ever needs to rise, you know. And so anyway, so she started Sunday. Her days are Sunday, and I guess this was the long week, so she worked Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and it's 6 in the morning to 6 at night, so it's 12 days, and they can't leave, so they have no option of, you know, taking a rest for an hour by leaving the jail and for their lunch. So she went to so she's there full time, and so Wednesday I was sleeping. She calls her dad at 5:40 or something like that, and she is bawling her head off because she's been doing good. Her drive is extreme. She's a go-getter. She's like, you know, hand me this stuff because I will do it, you know. I want to learn, look over my shoulder, tell me if I'm doing this right, you know, that kind of thing. And so so she was bawling her head off, and she says, my phone went dead, and so I had no alarm clock, so she woke up late. So her dad told her, look, you're not running late, you're gonna be late, so call your FTO, your boss, and tell them that you are late, and that's it. And he says, don't rush to work. You're just, you know, you're already late, just don't rush. Because if you Google Pacheco Pass Highway is one of our deadliest highways. We have one of them, and that's what she has to commute through. And that's what you have to use that road to get anywhere here in our area, and so her rushing that road is dangerous as heck, because it's a killer highway. And I'm like, so luckily they didn't wake me up to tell me, or Tim didn't wake me up to tell me that what was happening, because I would have fretted the whole way. Well, he was fretting because right now our town is growing so quickly that we have accidents about 3 times a day. And so here she is late that morning, and there goes a tone out for an accident. It wasn't in the area she's at, so that was a relief to him. And then no sooner than like 20 minutes later, there was another accident in another part of the area. So he's just like, oh my gosh. So talk about, he's freaking out because, you know, he can't go back to sleep because he's worried about her because, you know, she's bawling her head off. She's just so upset at herself, upset at the situation. It's her fault. So she took full responsibility. What happened is she was exhausted and she was on her phone and in bed, and she just passed out. And the phone fell on her chest and she just passed out, and it didn't get plugged in. It didn't get plugged in, and so she ended up oh, I did this wrong. Oh my gosh, how funny. I don't know what I was thinking on this one. I'm like, why is that there? Oh my gosh, you guys, talk about being dorky. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me fix that. So, but yeah, so she, you know, and she called her FTL, and they said, you're not going to get fired. It just doesn't look good. This is your first official week. And she's all, it will never happen again. She's just like, oh my gosh. So talk about like just dejected. And so we told her, you're going to have to get a real, this is for this one, you're going to have to get a real alarm clock, darling. Or like, you can't, you know, you can't do this again because it could potentially be deadly. You know, you don't need that happening. So so she's like, yeah, so but now we're worried about her, and you know, she's a grown adult. Okay, she's a grown adult, so it's not like, you know, we're like, well, let's call her at 3, because she's, what the thing is too is that she works at 6, but her commute is so long, and she plans for an accident, so she wakes up at 3 in the morning. So, and the night before they had a public safety dinner, and so she was there with her team, and they were at this dinner, and she didn't get home till 11 at night. And then so 11 at night is when she got home. So she's got to adjust. She really has to adjust her schedule, that, you know, either she can't go out or she just needs to rest. And that was the problem, and she didn't have enough rest. She was just exhausted. But that, I mean, no excuses. She messed up. She messed up completely, and that was not good. But yeah, so just, I felt so bad for her, and all you could do is just, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, you know, what can you do? What can you do as a parent? You know, it's like, oh my gosh, all you can do is say, hey, you know, just don't let it happen again. And, you know, it is what it is. Just take the punishment, and it's all you can do. So, yeah, but talk about that. Bad for that. Hold on me. I turned over and Bus is on his back with his legs splayed. So he's so cute. Yeah, so, but that was her excitement for the week, and then she starts again tomorrow, her week, but she has a shorter week. So this week, hopefully she'll get more rest because it's her shorter week. So they, she works Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then she'll be off for 4 days, because they do that. They do, I'm not sure if you guys all know this or not, the public knows this or not, but that's, you know, they have 12-hour days, and they end up working, oh, I didn't put that one up. They work 3 days on 12-hour shifts, and then 4 days off, and then the next week they're on for 4 days, and then they have 3 days off. So it, you know, and then that's not including if they take overtime and stuff. So it's a hard business. It really is. And so cops do the same thing, 12-hour days. Firefighters do 24 hours. Some do 48 hours. So yeah, this was the day they were putting up the Halloween stuff. They weren't done with Oogie Boogie, so next time we go there'll be more stuff here, because they weren't done. So I think that was it for that. So yeah, so talk about feeling bad for your kid. I was completely devastated for her, and yeah, so she's I just want to go home. After she was done with work, she's just like, I just want to go home now. And so she took Thursday to rest, and So she went home. She had to go. Okay, that's another story, you guys. I don't know if I have enough time, but she she went to she had paperwork to fill, you know, for HR to do her insurance and all that stuff, and we asked her if she wanted us to go with her because, you know, when we first started, it was, you know, there's a lot to take in. It's a lot to process. There's a lot of choices to make and things like that. And we thought we'd help her, you know, like, hey, because we want the best for her retirement. And so we want her to do the best she can. And so she's like, yeah, you know, I want you guys there. You know, if you guys can help me, that'd be great. Well, we went down there and she's like, they're giving me a hard time. And she's like, I can't believe they're giving me a hard time. It wasn't her bosses. It was the HR department. And then she tells the one lady, my parents are coming, to help out. Well, then she tells another lady, and the lady pulls her into a different room and goes, why are your parents going to be here? And she's all, because my dad's a firefighter and he knows all this stuff, and so he just wanted to give me advice on, you know, my 401k, you know, that kind of, she doesn't get a 401k, but, you know, that kind of thing. And so they were like stunned, and they were completely flabbergasted, and they're like, they didn't know what to do. And it was so weird because it's like, she's all, my parents are supportive, and they didn't like that. And so we get there, and they had already taken her in the back room, and they cut us off at the pass. They're like, no, it's against policy. So it was almost like the Pentagon. We're like, wait, what? So yeah, so they wouldn't let us in to help. So she was so mad, and I'm like, well, you know, I guess is there a policy that says the parents can't go? And they're like, well, how old is she? She's 26. And they're like, oh, well, she's not on your insurance. And it's like, no, she's not. But it was so like crazy to them. And I'm like, what's so bad? I'm going to take this off real quick because I'm going to show you. The cleaning company, I got their card kit, their shaker card kit. And I thought, you know what? I want to use it for here. Oh, I have my love. If you look at the pictures at the end, you'll see I covered this too. It's going to have a love word. And, so I added this, and so I got Minnie and Minnie here, or Mickey and Minnie. Oof. See, it's a shaker card. Boop, boop, boop. And then I'll totally fix that. Isn't that cute? It came out so cute. I love the title card. I thought it was super cute. Super simple, super fun. So, yeah. So, anyway, so that's my stories, my daughter this week, and I just felt so bad. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. So let me say thank you to Lori Annie 670, Judy Johnson, Cheryl Nevins, Liz Yunkin, Karen Haynes. Good luck moving, girlfriend. So, and have fun at the expo. So, okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry I didn't tell you anything about the pictures, except, I mean, it's Disneyland. It's Disneyland. It's our flight there. Tim got leg room because we got the exit aisle. So that was it. There was no, you know, and I read a lot. I read this new author for me here. So, all right, guys, Vanahans, I will talk to you guys all later. I'm going to print out pictures today, and yeah, I'll talk to you hopefully by next week. All right, guys, take care. Bye.